Hey, I think something's happening. Something's happening. Bryan, are you here? I don't. Okay, let me see if I can. I think he's trying to set up and get set. Wait, what's happening? Uh. Oh dear. Let me. Oh, by the way, if you can hear that baby, she's going to probably be in and out. She woke up. She wasn't supposed to wake up this early. Well, it's not early. It's actually 9:33 a.m. Adelaide time. Um, let's see if Bryan. Hey, Bryan, how you doing? Can you hear
Am
me?
I
Yeah, you
am
are. Hang on
I
a sec.
somewhere in there? My camera is all over the place
Oh,
here.
great.
Why am I up top somewhere? Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. I feel like
How you
I'm so
doing,
much bigger
Bryan?
than you. I'm
Oh, you
fine.
don't want to be bigger than me?
And there's a delay
There is a
as
delay.
well.
Yeah. Yeah. This little piece of strand of hair is annoying me. Hang on a sec. Let me fix this. And you don't have to
Wow.
worry.
Okay. This is different. This is different.
It's different.
We're on
Ooh.
Haps, everybody. We're on Haps for the first time.
Oh, hey, yeah. So, Bryan, I've got full multicast happening. So it's on Twitter, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Is that okay with you?
That is fine.
Uh, it's fine. Okay, someone's
That is
awake.
fine.
Oh dear. Hey, Bryan, I don't know if you've seen, but I did do an intro, like I said, that I would make for you. Sit tight and take a look.
Okay.
Okay, just for you.
Connection's lost.
The Authority Project with Bryan S. Arnold. How's
All
that? What
right.
do you
All
think?
right. Not bad. Good music. Good music. I'm digging it.
No worries. All right,
Digging
Bryan,
it.
can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, I am. Or which one you want about myself or what I do, or both?
Oh, yeah, sure, both. Both, yeah.
I am
Sorry,
a.
Bryan. I'm going to be
Uh,
muting my mic here and there because I
yeah,
might have to, I feel like someone's awake. So
yeah. Gotcha,
off you go.
gotcha. We understand. We understand.
Okay.
I am a husband, father. I am a what do you call it? Bostonian. I love sports, mainly football, and let's see what else you can think. I'm a singer songwriter, and I'm a regular writer. And let me see. I'm the host of as you can already see, the Authority Project podcast, which I started last year. So we're almost about a year in at this moment, in 126 episodes that have been uploaded, should I say. And we talk about people who have built authority in their space and how they are making an impact on the lives of others
Yep.
with their crafts, with their gifts, with their business,
Mm,
and basically what they do. So I in turn want to help people build their own platforms, get on their own stages so they can in turn make an impact onto the world and helping
nice.
birth more thought leaders out there so we make a difference in the lives of others as well.
Oh, I love it. That sounds great. I mean, when I heard the Authority Project, I thought, whoa, that sounds like it sounds pretty authoritative. It just sounds like a good
Well,
title for a podcast, really. How did you come up with that?
great. Well, it kind of birthed from me having the problem, I guess, or I guess I didn't really realize that I had the authority. I didn't
Oh,
have,
yeah.
I didn't understand that I
Yeah.
had that within myself.
Yeah.
So it took a while for me to realize. I don't want to go through the whole story, but well, I will. Basically, what I did was I took it upon myself to get onto one of these software apps, and I said I'm going to write every day from 800 to 1,000 words a day.
Oh,
And I'm going to do
well,
it for a year.
wow.
Yeah, I'm going to do it for a year straight daily. And so I tell you, I didn't think I was going to do it. Usually I'll be like 30, 60 days, 90 days. Like, yeah, it's like, I got it. I can do that. No worries.
Yeah.
But did I really have it? Did I really understand that, I really need to put something together that really stuck? So by that 9th month of me doing that, there was something rooted in within me, like, hey, I can actually do this for an entire year. I can actually do this. I can actually achieve this.
Yeah.
And so I got into a point of something that I call the obligated mindset, whereas every day now I'm doing something daily every day. Each year I'm changing it up, but I have to do this every day. I have to do this. That first year I was out, I mean, when we went to Maine, we were out with, for all people, John Lee Dumas and all these other guys, all these other podcasters that are pretty huge. I said, oh my gosh, I forgot to write. Forgot to write. So I told my friend I got to go back and write. I went back to the hotel to write my 800 to 1,000 words. I had to do it. Oof. Then I came back. That's how important it was. That's how obligated I was to doing that. And so every year I'm doing the same thing. And that's what's happening is that I was always the follower. Yeah. Now I tell people, like, looking at me like, hey, you're a leader. Bryan, how did you do that? You know what I'm saying? It was something like, wow, people want to really hear from me. They saw the authority finally in me. So that's what I want to, build up in other people in their lives, where you have the gift. You can do this. Just got to go out there and get it done.
So you had the epiphany, hey, that you are not just a follower, but you're actually an authority in the area that you're good at, writing. So how did you figure that out? Like, what was that moment? Do you remember the moment?
The moment was when I didn't want to stop, when I knew that if I did stop, I would be back to square one. I would be back to where I was before. I didn't want to get back to that point. I didn't want to go back to the place where it was a false narrative for me. I wanted to change the narrative and be like, this is the story I really want to say. Like I'm telling you right now, I want to tell you the story that I did it for a year and not 6 months. Not like, oh, I tried, and I missed a couple of days. No, I actually did it every single day.
Yeah.
And so, like, last year I did piano every day, and that was challenging. And this year, it was very challenging. But now I started last year with piano. I was just going dun, 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 terrible. Now I'm like, I can actually write songs and play the piano. Not the greatest of ever, but I'm actually playing and writing songs now with the piano. I can hear the notes.
Oh, nice.
So
maybe you should broadcast.
So I do that, and So this year I'm doing reading. I'm reading because I've been an off and on reader, and I really want to be someone who really embraces reading. So I'm doing that this year every single day. Yeah. So that's what was brought
awesome.
up. Brought up. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Last night I was listening to two of your podcasts on your website. Could you please let the audience know what your website is?
Oh, okay. So they can go to some. Well, if they want to listen to my podcast, I think the best thing to go is to go to Apple Podcasts, then go to Spotify, then go to Amazon, they can go to Google Podcasts. They're all over. It's all over the place. Wherever you get podcasts, you can feel free to get that.
So the authorityproject.com or something?
Yeah.
Is it?
Or just go just Google the Authority Project. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm still working on my official site. So I'm not sure if I want to get them there yet. But they can. Well, it's not all my episodes aren't up there yet. So
I saw you on your website, you have like 100 and something podcasts already.
26 episodes. Well, I guess you can go to, if you want to go to pod, it's kind of hard to say, like pod.co.
I'll type it in. Pod.co.
Yeah. Pod.co
Yep.
then
Slash something.
the hyphen authority hyphen project. If you want to go to that
The
page.
I hyphen. Okay. Authority. Perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway, if I can't find it, I'll probably put it on the description below.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops, the page cannot be found. I'll put the description below. Anyway, I'm a new to podcasting, and I'm actually new to coaching as well. How did you know that you wanted to coach, or you desire to be a coach, or did it just happen, or like for me, it just happened?
To be a coach?
Yeah.
I think way back in my childhood days, in the high school days, I've always wanted to inspire people.
Yeah.
It's always been a part of me. It's always been a part of me.
Mm.
And it's always been something that I really wanted to do. I've seen in my experiences the people who have these gifts and they give up, or they say, it's too late for me now. I'm too old, or
Yeah.
I'm not the person that person anymore. And it's
Yeah.
discouraging. Yeah, discouraging to see people do that and just leave their gifts behind, because there's so many people that can actually learn from them and grow from
Yeah.
them.
True.
So I've always had that in my DNA.
Yeah, but then what was the point when you thought I can do this coaching gig as a day-to-day lifestyle kind of thing? Like, when did you think that was for you? Or did it
I
just
think the
happen? It
moment.
kind of just flowed.
Well, yeah, it kind of just flow. It just kind of just flew. Kind of just followed the path of me
Yeah.
just putting content out there, and
Yeah.
people coming to me and saying, you're the person I want to learn from. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, okay, okay. So it's just, and I think it can be that simple of putting out
Yeah.
content. You just teaching and teaching and putting out
Mm.
content that people want to hear and want to learn from, and if they want to invest, you're available there. It can happen that quickly. Put out the offer
Yeah.
there, and just let it be natural. I wouldn't, I'm not a guy who likes to force the sale. Put the
Yeah.
content out there, put the offer out there,
Yeah.
and get the right people, the right audience, the right
Yeah.
clients that really want to, strive and learn from you.
Yeah, I found that I wasn't actually looking for a coaching gig. I wasn't actually thinking about coaching. All I wanted to do was put content out there, like you said, put content out there and become authority in your field. I don't even feel like I'm an authority in my field, but people keep coming to me saying, how do you do this and how do you do that? Yeah, I know how to do these things, but I don't feel like I am the authority in this thing. Do you know what I mean? Like I haven't reached your place where you thought, oh yeah, I am an authority in this, um, business or whatever it is. I'm just at that stage where I'm like, okay, so people are asking for my help. They want me to coach them. And I feel like I can coach them because I know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I feel like, am I the right person for you? Like, not feeling as
Yeah.
confident. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that goes to thinking, or maybe your comparison. I call it comparison syndrome. It's out there.
Mm.
Google it. Comparison syndrome,
Okay.
where you're comparing yourself to somebody else who has maybe like he has this huge stage, and you're comparing yourself to, like, I can't teach him anything, or he can teach better than I can. But the people want to learn from. They don't want to learn from that person. They want to learn
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's true.
that's
Yeah.
your audience. Your audience is right there. The people who
Yeah.
are saying, help me. And so they don't want help from that guy. They want help from the person that they see every day putting out this content, and like, can you just show me?
Yeah.
And I think that people need to figure out that, hey, this is my audience, not his audience. They don't want to be in his audience. They want to be in your audience.
True. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It makes sense. Yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking of haven't actually done what you've done, which is like created packages for coaching and stuff like that. Um, how did you know what to price and like how did you know what the right price is? You
This
don't want
is
to
an
overcharge people.
ongoing this is an ongoing problem.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think there's an overcharging type of issue. The
Okay.
issue is what you're comfortable with
Mm,
pricing. That's
okay.
always what it's been like. I mean, people say go low ticket, go high ticket, you know,
Okay.
and it's just like you need to start if you're just starting out with a package. You need to
Yeah.
start with a price point that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Get some
Okay.
sales, get some clients in there, and
Yeah.
then be like, here's some proof of concept, proof of results, and then put some more emphasis on okay, this is where it was before, this is where it's going to be now. So it just depends on
Okay.
it depends on where you are. So if you already have an audience, if you've already been coaching for a while, then
Mm,
obviously the the narrative is that you're going to go and price what you're worth now. You're too
okay.
low now. You're too low. Change it up. And I understand that. But if you're just
Mm,
starting out, you need that confidence about yourself. You
yeah.
know, price where you're comfortable at.
Okay.
I mean, it's always a thing. We had a coaching. I was on a mentoring call today. That was one of the
Yeah.
big things. Like, okay, we talked about
Oh,
pricing today. It's an ongoing thing. So
oh,
it just
okay.
depends on what you're comfortable with.
Oh, okay. That's yeah, okay. I kind of know where I'm comfortable at. So what advice would you give, say, to me and other new podcasters or new coaches? Because I'm actually helping someone with a podcast, and I'm really new to this podcasting as well. She wants me to help her
Mhm.
with her podcasting edits, and I can do that because I'm a video editor, so I can edit her
Yeah.
podcast, and I have done that. Um, but she also wants me to coach her in other things like social media. And remember back in those days, Bryan, I've known you since 2016, I think it was. Was it Periscope
Hmm.
or
It was Meerkat.
Snapchat or something like that?
Meerkat, or Periscope, one of the two. Yeah,
I think it was
probably Periscope.
Periscope. Yeah,
Yeah, Periscope.
Periscope.
Yeah,
And then in Periscope, someone was talking about, oh, there's this new thing called Snapchat. So I went on to that and I started, doing my tutorials and stuff like that on there. Um,
yeah,
and then that's a different kind of audience actually. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
learned that that audience is quite different. Um,
yeah.
yeah. So what was I saying? I've forgotten now. I've lost track. So
About what would you say to people who just starting out in podcasting or social,
yeah,
trying to teach people how to coach social media, that kind of thing?
yeah, that kind of thing. Like, what would you advise me and others out there as new coaches trying to teach someone how to do something that you're not really well, you're not really professional at or proficient at?
That's a good question because you need to be comfortable with what you're teaching,
Yeah.
and you need to be comfortable. You need to be comfortable about if you don't feel right teaching that, then I wouldn't teach that. First of all,
Mm.
I would feel more comfortable with that person saying that person you doing what you are comfortable with teaching. Because what happens is you go into this place where you're teaching this person, you're not confident, then they're not confident of you after a while, and
Yeah.
then they stop coming to you, and then will
Yeah.
you get that testimonial that you really want from the beginning? Because you it took you from here to here. So I would, and this is probably not, probably not the answer you're looking for, but I would be honest with that person, say, this is where I'm at in my
Yeah.
proficiency of this particular thing.
Yeah.
I'm very good at Instagram, not great at LinkedIn. I'm pretty good at Facebook. I don't know anything about Twitter. So social media, and like I said, social media is different on every platform. The people on
Mm.
LinkedIn act differently than people on Facebook.
Yeah.
People on
Yeah.
Instagram act differently than the people on Twitter.
Yeah.
So when you say social media, you know, I mean, what platform? People on Pinterest are different. You know, it's a
Yeah.
different demographic. So
Different audience altogether. Yeah.
different audience, yeah. So
Yeah. Be honest
I
with
would,
your client. Yeah, I
yeah,
was honest with her, and I told her right up front. I said, I've never done a podcast. You're my first podcast client. Yes, I can edit your podcast. No, I don't know how to do it. But yeah, I ended up editing her podcast. She was happy with that. So
yeah,
I feel confident enough to do it and learn a little bit more about it. Like
yeah,
broadcasting is kind of like podcasting, isn't it? Like in terms of knowing how to intro, outro, interview, um,
yeah,
getting the questions in and trying to edit out the stuff that's not needed and stuff like that. So I kind of do know what I'm doing, but at the same
yeah.
time, I'm not experienced. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
Right.
as a newbie coach kind of thing, what advice would you give me?
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. As a newbie coach for
Yeah,
specifically for podcasting.
podcasting. Hmm.
Okay. So just like anything else that you're embarking on when you're trying to coach somebody, you want to know, first of all, why do they want to do this?
Hmm.
What's the purpose of them doing this? First of all, I want to do a podcast. Why? Because you like podcasting? Because you like to listen to podcasts, so you want to do it now. There's a lot of people that listen to music aren't going to be great at creating music. So
Yeah.
so why are you doing this? Because you love this thing, or do you want to make an impact on the world? You want to make an impact on a certain um, demographic or different certain audience. Why
Uh-huh.
are you doing this? First of
Mm.
all, start there. And so if you get that point, it's like, I'd say like, I want to teach people how to cook or whatever. Okay. What cook? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to, what audience are you looking at? You're looking at people who are, you know, young age or say like young wives who want to learn how to cook or something of that nature. I'm just putting stuff out there. But
Yeah.
who
Finding
who do
their
you want?
why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who do you want to serve, basically? Because
Yeah.
you're going to need that. Because
Mm.
I assume that you want this podcast to be a catalyst to something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Possibly.
Solutions. Yeah.
That might always be the case. Maybe you just want to do it because you just want to have fun. I've heard that, a lot of people just, I just want to do it because I want to, it's just fun to me to put something out there in the world, not expecting anything
Yeah.
back. So
Yeah.
where are you at with that?
Mm.
It's just like start
Yeah.
there and then work from there. It's like, okay, I want to do this because I want to I want to get people to my coaching program. I want to teach people how
Yeah.
to do this. Okay, so who
Yeah.
are these people? Where, so that's the first thing. Why are you doing it? Who are the people you want to serve from there?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then,
Cool.
yeah.
And
And then
then,
you just want to find out what kind of podcast you want to put together. Do you want to put a solo podcast together with just you talking to the world? You want to interview or interview podcasts, which I like to do more of.
mm,
And that's the second part of it is what kind of podcast are you looking to do? Just by
to be
yourself?
honest,
Because if you're a talker,
yeah, I'm not much of a talker, but to be honest, I actually wanted to do podcasts because a client was asking about how to do podcasting. And I know it's not ideal, but it's made me like kind of enjoy broadcasting. Like I've never really wanted to do podcasting. It's not really a desire in me to do it. There's no desire in the past to do it. But now that I'm doing it and actually editing her podcast, it's kind of making me have an interest in it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And therefore,
yeah,
yeah, she's quite happy for me to be on her team in the podcasting team that she has going on. But I said to her, I'm happy to help her, no worries. But really, if I wasn't like passionate about it or
Yeah.
passionate about helping her, then I would probably say, nah, I can't help you, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And a
And
lot of this is a lot of this is birthed from I think podcasting. I think a lot right now because you and me back in the day, it's just an extension of live streaming because I have live shows and I
okay,
just
yeah.
put the audio into podcasting. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people are doing that now. They're
Yeah.
calling it, a video podcast, and
Yeah.
people are distinctive about that. Some people don't want to be on
Yeah.
video. You maybe just
Yeah.
want to do audio. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
I
a
think,
it's a huge world in the podcasting industry.
well, yeah, I think podcasting's actually boomed because 2020, what happened in coronavirus. I think that's
Yeah,
what's happened. And that's where I found the interest as well. Like, because, like, you want to listen to not just, not rubbish, but like other stuff that's, and the entertainment industry kind of thing. You kind of want to listen to something else, want to listen to
yeah,
other people's opinions and their knowledge and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you, Bryan, for coming and dropping in. It's actually 31 minutes into the broadcast.
we're out of here. We're done. That's so quick.
No, I know. It's just that I can hear my kids. And
Okay.
yeah, I would love to talk more, actually. If you can
Yeah.
tell me just quickly a little bit more about your podcast and where do you want people to go to follow you? And yeah, let us
Yeah, they
know.
can. Yeah, they can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm all over the place. Bryan S. Arnold. You see me everywhere with that. And you can go to if you want to see me. I write a weekly newsletter that I kind of broadcast all over the podcast. TheAuthorityLetter.com. You
Okay.
can sign up there. It's free, and you get a 3-part video series of how to build your authority platform from scratch. Very simple, very easy. I write to you every Saturday night, and we have fun with that. It's different. It's different than anything else out there. So join that. And I tell you what, tomorrow we'll be announcing my new Facebook group called the Dot Leader Impact Group on Facebook. It's going to be very amazing, if I can say that
Nice.
myself. It's going to be totally different and totally unique. I'm getting people out there who want to be thought leaders, who want to make a real change in the world. So if you're into that, look out for me tomorrow. I'll be on Facebook putting that out there to the world.
So glad to have you on board this broadcast, Bryan. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. And guys, check him out because really he's got a wealth of knowledge. And I've known this guy since 2016. Great guy, good bloke. Very, very kind. And yeah, he's got a good heart. So if you really, really would like to have some sort of coaching because you don't know what you want to do in your business, this man is the man to go to because he knows what he's talking about. Love your podcast, Bryan. It's really great. I've listened to a few of them. You've got some great speakers there.
Yeah.
Actually, before you go, I just want to ask, how did you land those amazing speakers?
That's the secret. That's the formula. It's too much to tell in 1 minute. Yeah, it's a whole formula, I guess. But
no worries.
In one word, experience. I give my guests the experience that lasts a lifetime, and that comes from my 10 years of customer service, knowing how to do that. Giving them the wow experience.
Yeah.
That's one of the main things.
Oh, thanks so much, Bryan. I really wish we could talk some more. I know I can hear my kids. They're gonna.
Yeah, no worries.
They're probably climbing things they shouldn't be climbing.
Yeah.
Thank you
Not
so
a problem.
much. And I'll end it with the outro. And I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we can bring Bryan back next time. I don't know whenever he's available. He's kind of busy. You're busy guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll end it with the outro, guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, thank you. And if you did like what you heard, please like and subscribe to Bryan and this channel, as I will hopefully be bringing in more guest speakers that will help you in your social media work. Cool. And such. I still don't know, Bryan. I still don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, no one does. No one really does. You just go for it. You just go for it. That's all.
Okay, I'm going for it. Thanks so much, Bryan, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye. Oh, actually. Thank you guys once again. Really appreciate you watching the broadcast. Hopefully I will put it. Oh, sorry. Anyways, thank you again.